As a leader, if you were to sort of like remind the youth about these values, about this SWOT analysis when it comes to youth man, what would you do to empower them and encourage them?
Look, in simple terms, I'm going to say this one thing, that when you speak of values, when you speak of a SWOT analysis, it is not human tasked. It comes by nature. It is a gift from God, where one would speak to a unifying situation, because in order for anyone to achieve anything, there are elements that would speak to a unifying sector, because my strength can be your weaknesses. So in simple terms, it speaks to a unifying moment. When we unite over a certain value, it gives us the response or a positive thing that we want. So it is me saying to them that in order for us to achieve, black people need to unite. We need to speak over a one thing that we want to achieve, because particularly I speak it as a young person who's leading, that I do not succeed on my own. I've got constituents who their weaknesses can be my opportunity and my weaknesses can be their strength. So in order for us to collaborate, we do it simultaneously, and that would give us an opportunity or a victory over what we want. So we always speak to a recognition of who we are. We always speak to a recognition of us achieving what we want to do as the youth, as a South Africa that needs to unify, the fact that we need to economically improve. We need to improve in all spheres, because that is particularly a continuance of what the revolution is all about. It speaks to the fact that we've got a lot of leaders who wrote their histories. It came with a lot of their mistakes, and it came with a lot of what they've achieved. So in us as a motivation, I would always speak to say the youth needs to get to an awakening section where we are saying that let's allow ourselves to have our own mistake, particularly because they also form part of our history. There is a generation that is coming after us that would need to reflect over our mistakes, that would need to reflect over things that we've achieved and where we failed. That is where we will be able to say, no, we are handing over the baton, because young minds come with great values and with great expectations. From our mistakes, they need to learn. That is the exchange and intersection plan that I ought to encourage people to say. In everything that we are doing, values comes with what we analyze as our opportunities. It is always a self-reflection of what we need to do as a future, going forward to handing over a good succession plan to the ones who are coming.
We're speaking right now, it's exam times for some of the people, some of the students here are busy with exams. What are your words of encouragement in terms of how they should do and excel in their academics?
And I think I've said this before. It's a matter of priorities. One needs to prioritize. There is no moment to chill, Mzansi. And if we are going to value academic space less, then we're going to be in a challenge, because I speak this in a sense that now in the workspace we no longer recognize a diploma certificate or a bachelor certificate. Whatever you apply, it comes, they dictate, they want the academic transcript, your academic record. And if we aim to pass 50% and all that, the economic space, it's really not going to do us any favor. So one needs to excel, one needs to prioritize what is important, and what is important is the future that we need to engage in. We need to aim high. We need to study to aim high. The issue of having a diploma certificate, it is excellent to have that, to have attained that. It actually speaks to the fact that we've done good, but as well, our transcript should speak a language of ensuring that indeed we are successful. And what we are doing it with passion. We are pushing success, not a minimal success, but we are pushing success that is high, and it speaks of us as being diplomats about what we want to do.